Education and Senior Research Science at the Yale University School of Forestry and Environmental Studies, and Dr. Sweta Chakraborty. She is a risk expert and policy and communications fellow with the Center for Climate and Security. Welcome to you all. David, I'm going to start with you. My question, I'm asking people, what do you make of the world's extreme temperatures? And we all know the answer, climate change. But I didn't put that in the question because as soon as you say that, it turns a certain segment of the population off. Why is that?
Well, I think a lot of people are sort of steeped in a lot of messaging that they hear from, originally most of it comes from the fossil fuel industry, of course, companies that are some of the richest in the world, and they're making billions and billions of dollars a year, and they invest a lot of that money in trying to spread confusion and chaos so that they can keep making money.
Yet, Anthony, I think the majority of Americans now say, yes, the majority of scientists are indeed right. There is such a thing of climate change, and that is what's causing our world to heat up, and that's really what's behind the extreme temperatures and extreme weather we're seeing across the United States and the world.
That's right, Carol. 70% of Americans now think that climate change is happening, and they're more certain about that than ever before. And most interestingly, we're seeing that in our national surveys that Americans are increasingly saying that climate change is affecting the weather today here in the United States. It's impacting people in the United States today, and they're even saying that it's contributing to the intensity and the ferocity of some of these events that we're experiencing, like the hurricanes of last year, the wildfires of today, and the record temperatures across the country.
Shetta, viewers are sending in their comments based on my question, and a lot of people say, this is cyclical. It's a hot summer. Maybe next summer it'll be cooler. We shouldn't worry so much about this. We're driving ourselves crazy.
Well, that is something that you hear often as a sort of denial or skepticism of an increasing global temperature. But what we know of those working in the space, that it is very evident that we are gradually increasing. And as we're gradually increasing, we're not going to see an equal gradual increase in climate events. But what we're seeing in our own backyard in California, where you're hosting this, is very much abrupt, intense events. And it's not just on the west coast or the southwest of the United States. We see it in the East Coast is very vulnerable to hurricane season, and this is happening globally. And so this is very much trending, and we know that it's trending, and we need to react.
Need to react, and I know you're in part talking about